Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Kenan Memorial Stadium, home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. And basketball may be in the blood, but football is certainly in the soul. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Tar Heels will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns offense takes the field. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlights, to death with his speed, he can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the foot.
And the pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, North Carolina. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow, the confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal, the rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Another incompletion on third down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to... But they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Caught in the backfield, it's LaBelle. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Finds his tight end. Shakes off the defender. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking for space. It's LaBelle. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game condition.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. They'll run it from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll pull it down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Gets rid of it. Catch in the middle. It's Humphries. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I don't know. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David.
And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Here comes the offense on first down. Fires to the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Out of the gun, the inside kid. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And the Tar Heels brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's LaBelle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. The lone back's got it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 3rd down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Gets open down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. After the short completion, it's now 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They're bringing heat. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Leaves it with the back. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly. It's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On target over the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Here comes the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. He's loose. Touchdown, UNC! Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. NC State was far from the friendly confines of Carter Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Try to get it on the ground. The Longhorns will move the sticks.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Setting up the screen. Touchdown, Texas! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
North Carolina, 24, Texas, 14.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Carolina has it back Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
Be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On second down, he'll fire. It's complete to the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. That's what they want to do. Take advantage of the match.
Going for it all. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse. And this off.
He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they've dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
Well, you're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He turns it loose to the left. Underneath toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Using his legs, it's LaBelle. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Handoff to the single back. Running with power. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away.
Encroachment defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the punt team. A high kick trying to pin them deep. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was up.
Continues to fight for yards. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Motion from the offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. Quick spin on the run. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The run from the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. And that one's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending it.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's already made one field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
21.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Safe completion on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback. using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down the end zone.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Gonna run it. It's LaBelle. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that 1st half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Caught near the sticks. It's Humphries. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And once he got loose, it was all over. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's going to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And the comeback is on. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grab near the marker. It's Humphries. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. Makes the catch. It's Humphries. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Sweet feet on the move. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down, and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And they tacked on the extra point.
North Carolina. Texas. 34.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
He's got it down the left side. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas! And here they come, almost all the way back. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays are so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
They'll leave it with him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Defense comes up with a really big stop there. That's nice. They don't give up the first down, so the clock keeps working, but they're on their own end of the field. They know this offense is going to start taking shots into the end zone. They better have some guys ready on the back end, ready to swat some balls away and make some plays.
They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown Longhorns! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They'll try to pin them back with this kickoff and then have the defense with the finishing touches on a win. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Nice return there, and he'll be dragged down at the 34. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's picked off for the third time today. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.